have and just makes you feel so good. And I think the more that you can practice being yourself and allowing other people to see you for who you truly are, it's going to give you so much fulfillment, because then you won't ever have to feel like you're putting on a mask or acting in a way that's going to make other people like you, but you can truly be yourself.
But I constantly reminded myself that if I were gonna die there, then people also had died in the past. I've decided to actually read the audiobooks twice, but on camera it looks so oily. This is like so bad. I really need to like do something with my hair. Finally finished with my card, and honestly it took me a long time, probably like 30 minutes or even 45 minutes, because I finally got my posters. Definitely want to wear something that's a bit more on the summery side, so maybe I'll wear my skirt. Always like shave and then laser afterwards. The first task that I really need to get done before I do anything else is write my friend a little card. Super excited for handover tomorrow. It's gonna be a lot of fun, and I haven't really planned anything because I do have around like 2 hours and 20 minutes of a train ride. I think I will have enough time to figure out what I want to see. I do have like a brief idea. I think I want to see like the museum and the park, so it's gonna be a bit more spontaneous as a trip. The crazy part in all of this is that I have to get up at like 5 and leave at 5:15 or 30 to actually catch the train, and then the day after that is probably gonna be hell, just because I definitely need like 7 to 8 hours of sleep, but I'm probably only gonna get 6, so work day is not gonna be that much fun. I don't know if it's even worth going there, but I guess I'll just see whether I want to ever do this again. This is my editing version, and I didn't take many clips in Hanover of actually myself. Honestly, I didn't want to like film too much. I also wasn't sure if I was going to put this in this video, just because I just wanted to have like a little vacation and enjoy my life. But the next clip you're gonna see is I'm just like lost in the city, like completely lost. I arrived there, I got my matcha, I could not find like the park and the new area that you could take a lift up and actually see the entire park. I had no idea. It took a long time, but I finally got there. You're gonna see me being so scared while I go up the stairs. I was the first person to be there and I was terrified, but I constantly reminded myself that if I were gonna die there, then people also had died in the past, but like a lot of people probably survived it, otherwise they would obviously ban that place. You guys, I was in shock and my heart was pounding, and I was praying to God that I was gonna be fine. So I'm here in Hanover and I'm scared for my life. I did not know that you had to climb up these scary stairs. I was terrified. Now I'm here and I'm super happy. I'm also like the first person to be here because it's so early in the morning that people haven't woken up yet probably. I'm really happy I did it. I'm scared for my life for sure because it's such an old place. I thought they would have renovated it and it would look more new, but yeah, it's so pretty. Right now we're at this really beautiful park. It's so big and it's near the castle and I love it, and we're just sitting right at the edge of it right now because it's just so beautiful. Also, I'm like really tired already. It took us forever to get here, but I think it's really worth it, especially because it's so big, and I think it's crazy how big this is, how people who were like really wealthy just used to live here, and yeah, it's like really peaceful and I love it. Also, there are barely any people here, probably because it's really late at nighttime, and I guess like a lot of people probably don't come here, especially because of the weather right now. It is really bad, even though it's like the summertime. It was constantly raining today. I'm sitting right here and sipping on my tea, and I'm so excited for today because I finally got my posters, as you can see from the background, and they look so amazing. Like this corner here, it looks absolutely like Pinterest and I love it so much. I had no idea how I would make this room more like beautiful because I feel like the last posters, I just didn't like them that much, and so I didn't know which ones to get. I did make this one on my own, and the other one, the red and pink one on the right side, that one I just printed it out from Pinterest, and I think that looks a bit better maybe. I'm not so sure if I like the darker pink more or the lighter pink. I have so much to do today because today is Sunday, so I'm gonna work tomorrow, and my friend is also celebrating her states exam that she passed, and it's so much fun. I'm so glad that everything worked out for her, and now I did pack a small gift for her and I'm gonna take it with me. I still need to write the card because I almost forgot to do that. I was like, oh my god, this is so bad, but yeah, it's gonna be really fun. And I also need to pack my work clothes. I need to iron everything. I did wash them already yesterday or the day before. Yeah, so much to do. I also bought myself a small folder. Well, actually it's a huge folder because my older folder became so bad, like I couldn't open it properly, and so now I bought myself a really high quality one. At least I think it's high quality because it did cost way more than what I usually spend on folders, but I just wanted to last instead of like constantly breaking it. So this is the corner that I made. It looks super pretty. I did design that, and then that is like the plant that I got I think last week, as well as that one. I did replace the older plant and I did just keep that one because it's like really old. I've had it for forever now, and I kind of just want to keep it because it's beige, it's simple, it always works, and yeah, I think this looks super pretty, especially at nighttime when I turn on the salt lamp. I still want to get like a little mushroom lamp right here because I think that will like make it all come together. And this is the other corner, I guess, and I really love it. I especially love this part, and I definitely need to get a better bedsheet because this does not spread across the entire bed but only one side. The cover is definitely made for a bigger bedsheet, but I just don't own anything that's very big. And yeah, I did switch up these two posters because I feel like the other blue one just didn't look very good, and I also like to film in that corner a lot, so this might just be a bit too much. I don't know. I also feel like that's like the best poster I've ever gotten, just because it has lasted me the longest, versus the other two I kind of put them away because I did not like them at all. The first task that I really need to get done before I do anything else is write my friend a little card, and I love to write cards. I think they're so sweet. I feel like you can always reread it whenever you feel down or whenever you don't feel loved or whatever it might be, so I love to write my friend's cards. And she does have two cats, therefore I think this is like really fitting because it's like a cat, and I usually don't use like ChatGPT or anything. Sometimes I'll look up like ideas, but I really like to write that kind of like from my heart, and I feel like I'm good at that as well, so I always like to do that. Like, I'm just gonna think about it for a second what I want to write down. Let's get inspired. I feel like it's okay to like get inspired from the internet as long as you're not using word for word those things, because I don't know, I feel like some people are just not that good at it, so I kind of get it, because the beginning is like super hard for me, but once I get into the flow it's like so easy for me to like just write stuff down, because I do know a lot of these people from years back, and so I kind of know the great qualities about them. So finally I'm done with the prototype, I guess, and I did write down some notes in my notes app just to get a picture of what I actually wanted to write down, because I did start with the paper and then I realized that I was probably gonna make a lot of like grammar mistakes. Sometimes I'm at the middle of the sentence and I'm like, wait a second, I don't know what I want to write. So yeah, I didn't want that to happen, and then I did let it run through ChatGPT to improve any grammar mistakes, and now I'm gonna finally write it down. Finally finished with my card, and honestly it took me a long time, probably like 30 minutes or even 45 minutes, because I did write down a prototype before I actually wrote down it in this card, so it did make sense. I think it's a good idea. I think I will be doing that more often. I've also written down a couple of things in my calendar because otherwise I would just forget all of them. The next task is one that I don't really like doing at all, and it's ironing my work clothes, because if I don't do it right now I will forget that, so let's get that done. I finally finished ironing my clothes, and while I was doing that I was actually also listening to this audiobook. So currently I'm listening to this audiobook called Honey Pearls. I did finish it and I restarted it. I've decided to actually read the audiobooks twice. I feel like I don't actually like use the stuff, and I would really like to get better at that because I want to implement these tasks and things into my life. So I restarted it, and up until now I've read 30 minutes. I don't think I've gotten to the point where she starts giving examples yet, just because she tells her backstory in the beginning. So I'm gonna do that, and maybe I'll finish the audiobook at the end of the week, or I'll just like stop when she gives a task and actually implement it into my life for continuing to read that book. I really don't know why my hair is looking so oily, especially like at the head. Like it is so weird, and in real life it does look dry, but on camera it looks so oily. This is like so bad. So yeah, I'm gonna take a shower today. I actually wanted to take an everything shower today anyways, so I guess it matches up. And I'm also gonna like laser my body. I always like to shave and then laser afterwards. I'm gonna do that in a couple of minutes. Oh yeah, and I am gonna change my clothes, but I actually have multiple one of these pajamas. So if you guys see me wearing this every single time I film, it's because I have a lot of them. I think I have 2 sets, and then I also have like wearing different shirts. So it does look like I'm wearing the same pajamas, but I actually do change my clothes. I just wanted to mention that because I'm pretty sure somebody will catch on to that. So I took my everything shower, and now I really need to like do something with my hair. Normally I just leave it like that and put it up at nighttime and they look really nice, but today, because I showered in the middle of the day, I really need to do something because they do look frizzier like from here till the ends. So now we're gonna use the blow dry brush that I have, and I am going to put some type of a leave-in in my hair, and I think I'm gonna use it's a 10 blow dry miracle H2O shield. I don't really use it very often, but I'm just gonna use it today because I definitely want to just finish it up. I don't care much for it, I don't know why. I also haven't used it for that long, so I don't really have much experience with this. I'm also gonna use this blow dry brush. I really love this one. This is from Wavy Talk, and honestly it does everything that you need it to do. You can also have like multiple settings right here on the brush, because you can do 200, 215, 180, etc. I just like to keep it at 200. I think it's the safest option. I'm ready. So I'm done my hair, and I always like to do like a blowout, and I always like to have like tiny curls at the end. I think it turns out really beautiful and really pretty. So I'm now gonna change my clothes. I definitely want to wear something that's a bit more on the summery side, so maybe I'll wear my skirt or just something very chill, because as you might notice, it's so warm today all of a sudden. In the beginning at morning time it was all good, but now it is so warm. So yeah, I also need to like really clean my room, because I completely demolished this room because I was doing my hair, and now it's an absolute mess. I think I will be wearing these two just because this is pink and this like long white skirt. I love the look of this, so I think I'm gonna iron these two.